Hello and a warm welcome to World This Week by latestlaws.com. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notification for new videos. My name is Sheetal June, Associate Editor, latestlaws.com, and let's begin with Supreme Court this week. This week, the Supreme Court reserved judgment in the ongoing matter of hijab ban after arguments were concluded from both sides after a long run of 10 days. The petition filed are against Karnataka High Court's judgment wherein the ban imposed on Muslim students to wear hijab by the educational institute was upheld. The arguments revolved around necessity of wearing hijab, educational department's guidelines, fundamental right to religion and privacy, mention in Quran, and religious and essential religious practices. The Apex Court in one of the case held that a claim may not be barred by limitation, but it's the remedy of the realization of the claim which gets barred by the limitation. The condition precedent for condonation of delay in filing an application or appeal is the existence of sufficient cause which is determinative of the facts of each case. The Supreme Court held that Section 9 of the Arbitration Act confers a wide power on the court to pass order securing the amount in dispute in arbitration, whether before the commencement of the arbitration proceedings, during it, or at any time after making of the arbitral award, but before its enforcement in accordance with Section 36 of the Arbitration Act. The Supreme Court in one of its judgment has held that in case of circumstantial evidence, the circumstances taken cumulatively should form a chain so complete that there is no escape from the conclusion that within all human probability the crime was committed by the accused and none else. Next we have Delhi High Court. The division bench of the Delhi High Court in one of the case opined that mere looming presence of a website in a geography and ability of the customers therein to assess the website is sufficient to grant injunction in the trademark infringement cases. Allowing the writ petition filed by Shri Keshav Dharmik Ram Leela Committee, the Delhi High Court has granted them permission to hold Dusshera Celebration at Maharishi Park, which is a reserved site by DDA for certain gatherings. The Delhi High Court Judge, Justice Talwant Singh, has asked advocates to adhere to Basic Principles of Pleading and avoid adding judgment extracts in the bail applications. The division bench of the Delhi High Court has disposed of a petition challenging the clinical trial of whole Virion inactivated coronavirus vaccine on volunteers from the age group ranging between 2 to 18 years. Now, let's have an overview of other high courts. The Division Judge Bench of the Punjab and Haryana High Court has held that while considering the transfer of matrimonial case at the instance of the wife, the court is to consider the family condition of the wife, custody of the minor child, the economic condition of the wife, her physical health, earning capacity of the husband, and most importantly, her convenience. The Rajasthan High Court dismissed a PIL seeking direction to the National Highway Authority of India to not construct a bypass on the highway. It was of the view that there is no justification to direct the NHAI not to construct a bypass on the highway and to direct them to construct the highway through the populated areas. The Madras High Court has recently ordered the release of a man jailed for possession of 1.5 kg of heroin for transportation to Kuwait on the ground of lack of conscious possession under NDPS Act, noting that he was under misconception of the substance being wheat flour and tamarind. The Chhattisgarh High Court recently granted relief to a rape convict who was denied parole on the apprehension expressed by the in charge of police station that since the convict belongs to a Naxal affected area, there is a possibility of his absconding. Moving on to miscellaneous news. The Supreme Court has agreed to list pleas challenging the centre's decision to scrap provisions of Article 370 of the Constitution, which used to give Jammu and Kashmir special status among states. The Kerala High Court on Friday initiated a suo motu case against the leader of Popular Front of India for calling a one-day statewide bandh in Kerala. The court asserted that nobody can call a bandh in the state out of the blue and a prior permission is required to do so. petition has been filed before the Punjab and Haryana High Court seeking an independent probe from the central agencies like CBI and in the alleged Chandigarh University video leak case. The Delhi High Court has asked the government of Delhi to install advanced cardiac life support facility in the court premises before 6th December. The division bench of Justice Manmohan and Justice Manmeet Preetham Arora, after analyzing situation at different district courts, further added that government to explore the possibility of either stationing ACLS ambulances or to allow erection of porta cabins for provisions of ACLS services in the district courts as well. Additionally, the Delhi Metro has been directed to explore possibility of setting up of the ACLS services at all the major interchange metro stations. A Delhi court has dismissed an intervention application seeking restoration of Hindu and Jain deities in alleged temple complex inside Qutub Minar. Referring to United States Judiciary, the Supreme Court Judge Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul has called on for having set time limit for making arguments in the court by the counsels. In the last, we have international news. Protests have broken out in Iran over the death of a young woman, Masha Amini, who has been arrested by the morality police that enforces a strict dress code in the country in line with the Hijab Law. A Financial Stability Board report that is expected in October will be the base for Indian government's call on possible banning of cryptocurrencies transaction through wallets and formation of legal framework for dealing with crypto trade in the country. Goldman Sachs has won the dismissal of a proposed class action lawsuit by tens of thousands of employees over its alleged imprudent use of high-cost, underperforming in-house mutual funds as investment options in their retirement plan. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. This is a weekly program, and to get more information, please check the description box, and for weekly updates, like and subscribe to our channel.